welcome. This is the podcast with no name because we don't have a name yet. But I am Bruce Pineda, and this is my best friend, Jonathan Franco.
Hello, hello.
And this is our very first podcast, the very first episode. And we just thought we'd give it a shot. We got stuff to talk about and things, we just want to get out there. So, we're just going to be talking about kind of random stuff, life, and just everything around,
Just a bunch of
issues,
different things.
topics, exactly. So stay tuned and we will show you what we got. But anyways, Jonathan, you want to kind of introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, Jonathan, I known Bruce for like a long time. I don't know. I mean, we met elementary, but we started getting closer like in middle school.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's true.
so I mean, then from middle school through high school, we just been even though he left, he moved
Did
to
move.
you did move, and yeah, but I mean, we still kept close, and yeah, I mean that's that.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So that's kind of how we know each other. We grew up we went to the same elementary school, and then eventually during middle school, we kind of bonded more, and that's when we started hanging out, and we would just kind of hang out every almost every day in the summer, and
Every day.
throughout the school, and of course, there's a whole bunch of other friends around us. Um, we're just all big, big bunch, but it
Yep.
was really fun. So that's kind of how we know each other. Um, our moms know each other too, so that's something.
Hmm.
Um, and so yeah, that's a little bit of us, but anyways, what's going on with you, Jonathan? What's currently happening in your life right now that is kind of a highlight?
Just going to school right now. I think that's pretty. How do you say it? Important right now. Let's.
For sure.
So I mean that I'm doing that right now, and yeah. What about you?
Me, something of a highlight right now. I'm working. I live up here in Washington State for the people that are listening, and a highlight for me right now is actually I would say this podcast because recently it's just been kind of I would I don't want to use the word stagnant. I hate that word stagnant. I hate the word complacent because in those places, sometimes you never learn to grow. And so with this podcast, it kind of gave me a little boost. And so it's something new. It's something that I love. I'm actually learning to love, because it's fun to talk, and especially it's fun to talk with you because the only time we ever get to talk is when every so often. But now this, we get to bond, almost we get to bond weekly
Yeah.
more, and so I really like that and I enjoy that. So that's a highlight of me. Um, yeah, and I mean, um, yeah. So you said you're going to school, the dental, right?
Yeah, I'm doing a dental
Yeah,
assisting.
yeah.
So,
Tell them about like what were you doing before that? What led you to do
well,
the dental
before,
assistant?
yeah, yeah. So before that, I was working at Dunkin' Donuts. Was working there for a while, and then while working, I decided to do um, game designing. Well, I mean, I didn't really want to do game designing. It's just like something that came to mind. It's like
Hmm.
I love games. This seemed like an easy thing to do because it's like I don't know what I wanted to do with my life, like
Yeah.
education wise and all.
Hmm.
Did that, hated it. I was telling everybody that I loved it, and I hated it.
Really?
So hated it. I dropped out. I think
Do
I
you
was
feel
there.
like? Well, let's pause right there real quick. So do you feel like it was kind of like right out of high school? Do you feel like you're kind of pressured to jump into something real quick? Not necessarily by your family, but kind of pressured by um just like the whole kind of uh, the whole life cycle of you have to go to college, you have to jump right in, or else you're gonna fall behind. So do you kind of feel
Yeah,
pressure to
yeah. I mean,
jump into something like that?
yeah. My mom, was like always pressuring me, like you gotta go to
Uh-huh.
school, you gotta make something out of yourself. You can't. Right after high school, you can't just do nothing.
Yeah.
That's why. that's why I work. That's why I went to started working at Dunkin'. And while I was working there, I kind of saw everybody, like older people working at Dunkin'. Like
Career
that's their
or
career, and it's kind of
yeah,
like maybe. I mean, I'm not saying like I'm pretty sure they loved it and everything,
yeah,
but like
of course.
that kind of made me like, is this what I want? Is this?
You felt
I
like
mean,
you could
even though
you could have done more. You could have
yeah,
been you
yeah.
could
I
do
mean, like,
more.
also like in school too. But
Hmm.
I mean, even though I mean I'm 20, I mean, but still like just like that environment I was at, it's like
Yeah.
kind of made me want like, ah man, I got to get out of here and go to school.
Hmm.
And that's when I did the game designing. But doing that, I was just like, it was something quick, and I
Yeah.
wasn't really thinking what I wanted to really do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I ended up dropping out, and from there I wasn't doing nothing. I really didn't know what to do. I mean, from that time, from March
Uh-huh.
all the way till October, that's when I was thinking of like what to do, and then I was really considering doing the military.
Hmm.
But then I decided, because my tia is a dental assistant,
Uh-huh.
and I mean, I kind of got the idea from her to get into it. So yeah, I mean, I got into it. I just finished my first week, on my
Yeah.
second week now,
Uh-huh.
and it's been going really good, man.
That's
Really,
awesome.
I'm really happy.
And just to add one more thing too, your clothing line. I want you to talk about that a little bit.
My clothing line, yeah,
Your
I
clothing line.
forgot about that. I started well, I don't say started, but
In the process.
I'm in the
In the
process
process of.
of a clothing line. So I got that going. I mean, I have a bunch of designs. It's just I'm not really feeling them. So I'm trying to like go back, redesign, and do all that type of stuff. But
Kind of
I
perfect.
have yeah, I also have that in the making as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Me. Where to start? Where I'm at. So right now I'm working at a place called Interstate Batteries. For those who don't know, it's a franchise battery company. It's actually a pretty big corporation. This one's independently owned, meaning the owner lives locally here in the area. I've been there since 2016. I worked the one in San Antonio, and then I also worked up over the one over here, which I'm at now. I love it. It's enjoyable. I enjoy the people I work with, and I get to deliver. So I'm a delivery driver, and I mean it's fun. I get to drive around everywhere. It's super hard work. Some days are harder than others, but I've kind of learned to not necessarily complain about my job because I know that I'll just share that too. Is that uh, uh, there's been moments where some people come in and um, they're just not okay, not necessarily people I work with, but I've heard people say like that they dread going to their jobs. And with this job, for me, I've never dreaded going into work. I've actually enjoyed the people I work with, and um, so yeah, that's where I'm at. What was that question? So we were talking about where I'm at, Interstate Batteries. Before that, yeah, that's been my only job actually. But as far as college and stuff, I've always thought about things like that too. I'm really into music. I love music. I love playing music. I play a little guitar, a little bit of piano, and recently just a little bit of ukulele. But
Really?
yeah, a little bit of ukulele. But
That's
I
dope.
I've been mainly focusing on guitar just because that's like kind of the first instrument I ever grew up with. And then kind of singing too. That's improving, I think. I hope.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that too. So it's just little hobbies here and there, but yeah. And then of course, you know, uh, I don't know how to say it, but like God, Jesus, important is very important in my life, um, and that's part of me too. So um, yeah, that's me. That's me. That's me in a nutshell.
It's awesome, man.
Um, yeah.
What about
And
oh, I'm sorry. What were you
no,
saying?
go ahead. Go ahead. Go. What
Oh
were you
no,
gonna say?
I was just saying, how is it living up there on your own?
Living here on my own. It's actually pretty. I'm not gonna lie. I'll keep it real. It's pretty tough. When I first moved up here, I didn't necessarily give any thought to how it was gonna be. With I didn't. I knew I was moving away from my family, but I didn't necessarily those thoughts never weighed on my decision. I kind of just, I knew what I wanted, knew what I was going to do, and I came and I went with it. But all those emotions, all those things kind of just piled up on me all at once. And I mean, there's more to that story, of course, and we can get into it later. But uh, yeah, it gets pretty tough living up here by yourself. I mean, there's family, friends, and people around you that love you, but sometimes it's just not the same without your own family.
Yeah.
Um, and of course, the friends you grew up with. I think that's super important. Yeah, that's about that's that.
Yeah, I
That's that.
mean, I was actually we were talking yesterday about you know, you being down here, where we grew up at,
Hmm.
and we grew such a close bond, and you leaving was like, to me, I thought that was like, I took that very personally, I mean, I kind of thought like, I mean, even though it wasn't your fault, I know it wasn't your fault, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like, man, like, you really left me here, it's like, I don't know what to do now. So, just you leaving was kind of like the worst thing to ever happen, man.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. You just because I'm telling you, like, we grew such a close bond. Me, you, and other people. Like,
Yeah.
we had our own group.
Yeah.
And now that, like, you left, it's like the group wasn't the same anymore. I mean, you were like the person to that was holding it.
Yeah. No, I understand.
You leaving, and then yeah, I mean, it's like it sucks. Like, so, like, I know what you mean by, like, you miss your family. Because that's how I
Hmm.
felt when you left. But I mean,
Yeah.
I totally get you though.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, you're right. And it was hard for me too up here, making friends and all that. I never really uh yeah, like you said, we kind of talked about it yesterday. We are just when we were doing our trial run. It was hard, being without my best friends. It was just super difficult because all my life I grew up with you guys, and to be in a place where now all that was away from me, I had a really hard time making friends. I really did, because I don't know if it just me that I became isolated. I think I did. I would kind of just, keep to myself. I'd have my Bible with me and just kind of push away the world, go to school, do my work, go home, go to work. That was my thing. I didn't really necessarily want to go out to the football games. I dreaded pep rallies. Um, and so yeah, I mean, it was really hard being without my best friends and stuff. And I think, I mean, if I would have put my a little more effort, I guess, into meeting new people and stuff at the time, I think maybe it would have turned out a little better and stuff. But um yeah, I mean, for the most part, you guys, that's irreplaceable. Is that a word? Irreplaceable? Irreplaceable?
Irreplaceable.
Irreplaceable, yeah.
Irreplaceable.
Irreplaceable.
I don't know.
I don't know. Someone
Something
smart will.
like that. Yeah.
Somebody smart will will
Yeah.
correct us. But
Um,
um, yeah. I mean, what else? Tell us a little about kind of your love life. Something recently happened to you and a certain somebody. Tell us a little bit about that.
yeah, got engaged. I proposed
What's her
to.
name?
Oh, you want me to say your name?
Say her name.
No, okay.
Yeah, because if she watches this, she could be like, "What?"
Yeah, to
Uh huh.
Brianna.
Uh huh.
Met her my freshman year, um, in a tech theater class. I think it was fourth period, my fourth period class.
Uh huh.
Yeah, met her my freshman year. Asked her out during that summer. Um, that was my freshman year, going to sophomore year.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been with her ever since. Decided to propose to her on July on her birthday.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's been going
That's
good, man.
awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. I never met I've never. Have I met Brianna?
No,
No.
because you left. I'm telling you, like, you left
That's crazy.
freshman year of high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that beginning, and then I didn't really started fully, like, being close with her until after you already left. So I
Okay.
mean,
Okay. Yeah.
you've never met her. That's crazy.
Yeah, I never really got to meet her. Yeah,
Even
that is
even
crazy.
when you were even when you came down to visit, you
Yeah,
still
you're right,
never
huh?
made that. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Wow. Yeah, but yeah, so that's a little bit about Jonathan's love
Yes.
life. Well, that's his whole love life because now you're married. How do you feel about
Mm,
that, anyways? Like, what does that
not
even
really
feel like?
married, but
Okay, you're gonna get married. Sorry, I meant you're gonna get married. Like, how does that even feel?
it's weird. It's like
Like, okay, you're talking to a guy that I will be honest, I haven't had a girlfriend in like forever. So yeah, and you're getting married. So like,
um
tell me about that. How that is. Like, what does that feel like?
I don't know. It's like it's weird because like when I first started dating her, like I know I mean I'm pretty sure like I don't know if everybody's like this,
Hmm.
but when you first started dating somebody, you guys talk about spending the rest of your guys' lives together, you know, getting
Hmm.
married, having kids, all
Yeah.
that type of stuff. And obviously, we talked about that at the beginning, but it's weird to see how now, it's like, oh shoot, that actually it's actually happening. What we talked about is actually happening.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like it's weird. It's like, oh, I mean, not weird like that, but like
It's a yeah, it's eye opening. It's like wow, that
it's awesome.
happened.
Yeah, it's
Like
cool.
this
It's like
happened.
just knowing that, like the fact like
I
I'm
mean
starting my like this is like a chapter of my life.
that it's a
Like what I'm
milestone. Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's like I'm what I'm doing when I'm going to school, you
Hmm.
know, gonna get married eventually. That's like something that I'm really looking forward to
Yeah.
doing, to finishing.
Yeah, yeah. So I got a
That's
question. So
awesome.
I got a question. So like something that like I always think about, like you know how people say like when I met you, like I knew I was gonna marry you. I knew that you were gonna be my wife one day, or I knew you're gonna be that person that I was gonna be with forever. Like, is that true? Like, is that a really is that a absolute true feeling, or is that something
Um,
developed over time, wherein then you say okay, not just a direct. You look at that person, you're like, or you meet them. Does that make
I,
sense?
yeah, no, I get you. I don't know. I mean, it's like my past like old relationships. I
Uh huh.
obviously I would say that to them. You'd be like, oh, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. So I mean, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. It's just, but like, here's what I've always thought. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I said it to Brianna,
Mm-hmm.
it was different. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like me telling her that, like I actually meant it. Like, but when I would tell that to like my, back then, back then, I don't know, just it didn't feel. I mean, obviously, like we're like in middle school, but like and like the beginning of high school, but like what I'm trying to say is like me saying that, like it didn't. It just felt like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But me telling Brianna that felt real.
It felt real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean,
that's awesome.
yeah, it's really cool that like just how things turned out.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's good. That's good to
Yeah,
hear.
yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait till you guys get married. It's gonna be fun.
it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. You're
It's gonna be
gonna
awesome,
and
man.
it's gonna be in El Paso.
I don't know.
I don't know if we're supposed to disclose
Yeah,
locations.
yeah. You're giving away
It's
where
gonna
I
be at
live,
seven
man.
nine one five.
I know.
That's
Uh,
no. I don't think
um,
we can disclose locations or anything like that. But
no, we'll
no,
just
that's
cut that
awesome. I'm
out.
excited for you
We'll
guys.
cut that out.
Oh, okay, okay. No,
Um,
that
yeah,
that's
it is,
awesome
but
though.
I mean, it is exciting. It is exciting,
That
to.
is exciting.
I mean,
That.
obviously not. I'm not gonna have a wedding now. With the whole
Mm-hmm.
pandemic,
COVID.
and
Yeah,
also
actually, that's sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was just saying like the whole pandemic, and
Uh,
also like, I mean,
yeah.
school and Brianna in school.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like we're just starting our lives.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
That makes
maybe
sense.
like yeah, just not now, but
But in the near future, you
mm,
would say?
yeah.
Okay. Not like 4 years from now, right?
I don't know. No,
Maybe
it's
drag
too
this on.
long.
Okay. Good. Good. Yeah. All right. Anyways, yeah, I wanted to jump into that what you just mentioned right now. COVID. Like before all this happened and all that, I want you to tell me about like what or not just you but me too, but like what were your what were your thoughts and kind of your um your whole life uh I don't even know the words. Like you're running this race of life pre-COVID versus dealing with
Yeah.
the COVID? Like, how
Um,
was that? I mean, obviously everybody hit a wall, but how hard did you hit that wall, or did it even mess you up a little bit?
Now, so like before COVID, when it comes to like me going out, I mean, I don't go out, I don't really do nothing. I'm boring, I
Uh,
just like I like to stay home. I like to watch movies, that
mhm.
type of stuff. So I mean, me and Brianna, we're like that type. I mean, even though she has her friends, they like to go out sometimes, but
Uh, yeah.
like me and her, I mean, we rarely go want to go do something, but
Uh huh.
other than that, no. I mean, we like to love to stay home together and just being with each other. That's pretty much what we like to do.
Yeah.
So I mean, other than that, I mean, nothing has really changed.
Hmm.
But it's weird because like now that there is COVID, now I want to go out and do
Yeah.
things. It's weird.
Kind of like when you're restricted. When
Yeah.
you're restricted, you're like, yeah.
Yes. I mean, now I'm like, oh, man, I really want to go to a restaurant. I want to go here.
Hmm.
It's weird, but I mean, no, I don't really think it affected me bad. Thank God though.
Hmm.
Nothing happened to me or my
Yeah.
family. It didn't
Of
affect
course.
us bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would say that the good that came out of it
Hmm.
was my parents being able to buy the house. Because I mean, if
That's good.
because if
Yeah.
the if
That's
the
that's
COVID,
perfect.
if
I'm glad you said
yeah,
that. Yeah.
I mean, if COVID never happened, the owners wouldn't have gotten scared and wanted to, you know,
Yeah.
sell
No,
the
for sure.
house.
You're directly right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that was
Yeah. No, you're
the
100%.
good. That was
100%.
the only good out of it. But
Uh huh.
what about you though?
Me. Yeah. So no, I just want to comment on that too. That no, that's awesome. You have a great point there. Without the that was a kind of a blessing in disguise because
Mhm.
the owners decided to sell that house when in time you guys were searching for a house, right? Because all of a
No, we
sudden
weren't. We weren't
because
even searching.
the owners said that you tell that a little more like what was because you told me that the owners were making you guys move, right?
Yeah. Okay. So what happened was the owners wanted to sell the house.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but so I don't know how to. The owners wanted to sell the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they asked us if we wanted to buy it, but it was too much money. It was like really, it was a lot of money. So my parents were like trying to find a house, trying to find something to rent.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't find nothing, but luckily they were like, you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's just do it. And now thank God my dad has a really good job now, which is he's able to make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean that's just that. They were able to purchase it, and yeah,
Now you got a family home that is yours, right?
yeah, which is cool. Not I mean like my whole life we've been house hopping,
Mm-hmm.
and now
That's
I
awesome.
could I mean I could finally see like or not finally see, but I could finally
That's
be comfortable here. I could finally
mm-hmm.
I don't have to worry about like oh man like I want to paint
Make
this room but I can't because it's not
exactly
our I want to do this but I can't.
make like a dent in the wall, an accident, be like, oh,
Yeah.
it's my house. It's my house. We don't gotta worry about it till later.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's awesome. That's great. That's great. Yeah, me. So, yeah, pre-COVID, I was kind of the same way. I mean, things were little. I'll go back to that word, a little stagnant, a little bit. At least it felt like it. Just kind of rolling through life, working. I was working. I work a lot. Um, and so when the whole COVID thing hit, um, I'll just jump before that actually. So I don't even know if I was working on music all too much before that. I can't really remember. Um, I think not until COVID actually happened that it was kind of it got now there was no reason to go out um, to places and stuff because obviously everything was restricted. So during that time, it kind of helped me to get into music and start writing lyrics and start writing songs and um, start practicing more. And I got to, and so that was kind of the blessing in disguise for me. Um, yeah, so that's what I would If that answers the question that
Yeah, yeah,
that was asked, yeah.
yeah.
Um,
That's good. That's awesome.
yeah,
I mean, singing. That was really
yeah.
an awesome thing to see you do. I mean, I growing up, I know you love playing the guitar. You would always have your guitar.
Mhm.
You and Tony, you guys would always
Shout out, Tony,
play
yeah,
the guitar. It's really cool that
Mr.
you
Labrado.
never lost that touch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I
So
get
it's
it.
really
Yeah,
cool.
for sure. Yeah. Um, I was gonna say another thing. I was gonna say something. I kind of forgot it. I should have said it. What was I about to say?
Did I mess you up?
No, 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 no. You didn't mess me up. No, I was about to comment on something. I just kind of forgot what I was about to say. It was something had to do with something with music and stuff. Oh yeah. So that's another blessing. Is that okay? So I'll just give the short little story about why I'm in Washington and why I moved here. So in the first place, so we grew up in. Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, guys. All right. Sorry. Bear with me, because we have like a little inside joke. But I'm just gonna ignore his face because if I look at him, I'm gonna laugh. All right.
Sorry,
So,
sorry.
all right. So, why I moved up here? Um, so originally, yes, I was in Texas, and then my mom got a job in New Mexico, so we moved to New Mexico, and then after that, I was a freshman, and those were really hard times for me, to be honest, because again, I was separated from all my friends that I ever knew, and um, I give my mom a really hard time because I didn't want to leave. Who would want to leave their childhood best friends to go to this? No offense against Gordo, but this tiny little town that I knew nothing about.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
know,
want you to leave.
I know. I was like, what are we doing here? I even, told my mom, I was like, can I stay with my grandma? Because my grandma lived in Texas. Like, I'm just gonna say El Paso. Can I stay with my grandma? And um, yeah, obviously it was a no. So we ended up moving to Alamogordo, and it was a blessing because I met a whole bunch of new people, and I mean, people that I really got along with, and so I made some really good friendships. But I also, um, wasn't all the way of having my mind straight on what mattered, um, and what I mean by that is that I wasn't going anywhere with my life. Kind of, I kind of was just lost with no direction, and I was kind of in that state again of um, just wanting to have fun, and that was kind of just my whole life goal, just to have fun. In ways that were not good, if that makes any sense. If anybody catches on to that, whether it's hanging out with the wrong crowd or um, being tempted into doing things that are not good. That's the honesty of it. Yeah, so eventually my mom got another job in Washington State, and we moved to Washington State. And we were all up here, my mom, my sister's boyfriend, and we all lived here for about 2 years, I think 2 years. And eventually, I didn't give my mom a hard time after that because, well, when we moved up here to Washington, I didn't give my mom a hard time because I knew that everything was going to be okay. And I forgot to mention that, and I'm Gordo too. And that's the whole thing about me too is in that process, in those moments, I was seeking God. I was trying to get to know Him better because I didn't really know Him, back in El Paso as much as I thought I did. That's true. But so when I got to New Mexico, it was kind of a battle between wanting to do these things versus wanting to seek God and be like, all right, you know what, I want what you want for my life, not what just I want for my life. Because when I choose what I wanted for my life, I kind of gotten into bad relationships and things that were just hurting me. Um, and so when I moved to Washington State, um, I I kind of had a mindset of, all right, God's going to take care of me wherever I'm at, and that was the truth. I mean, there was some struggle along the way, obviously, with some past relationships that I kind of carried on over to Washington, but I kind of learned to heal from those things. Yeah, thank you, Jesus. And eventually, I met some other people, and there was a certain person that I eventually ended up meeting.
Hmm.
She shall remain nameless. But
Wait, met where?
I said she shall
No,
remain
no, no. But
nameless.
you met her where?
Oh, Washington, Washington.
Okay. So
Yeah, we're in Washington now.
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but people didn't get that. Um, and so, and I'm taking forever, aren't I? I'll speed
No,
this
go
up.
for it. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I've ended up meeting this girl. She became my best friend instantly. We would kind of. It's just one of those relationships that you meet somebody and you instantly just click, and you guys, hit on all cylinders and everything, and you understand each other. It was awesome, and I kind of got situated with her friends and all that, and it was pretty smooth. It was pretty all right. Um, and so, anyways, and then my mom, I think a lot about my mom. And then she decides to get another job, or God decides to move us back to Texas. Time, good old and
To where?
San Antonio.
Oh, San Antonio.
San Antonio, yeah. So we moved to San Antonio, um, and I had to say goodbye to that friend that was a girl that I actually developed feelings for. And so I left, and we went there to San Antonio, um, and we stayed. My family's in San Antonio right now, but eventually I ended up wanting to move back because I really thought I had a future here in Washington with that girl. I'll just say it out loud. Um, but I turned out to be to be wrong. To be honest, I mean, I did. I mean, I took a risk. And I prayed about it, but I know God holds my future in His hands. I know that He's the one who has plans for my life, and I have to trust that. That's what I'm good at, trust, because He's never failed me. So yeah, so that's the reason why I'm up here. I moved up here, and for that reason, things didn't turn out the way I wanted them to. But I was able, and at the time, I was like, how old was I? I was like 19, 20
What do you mean? Like
when I
how?
moved up here by myself.
Oh man, yeah. Like that's got to be like
I
what? Like
I had to
last
be
year?
like 18, 19.
No, not
Because
last year, huh?
I've already been here a year, so like 20, 19, 20,
How old are you now?
21.
You're older than me.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm older than you. You should know this. No, no,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm tripping out.
I'm
Yeah.
tripping
So
out.
what? Like 20 then, right? Like 19,
20,
20,
yeah, yeah.
somewhere around there.
So I moved up here in that age. And yeah, I mean everything. I got to tell you guys, yeah, God's faithful. I was able to get my own apartment, and that's what you're kind of seeing right now. It's not the biggest space, it's not the biggest place, but I like it, and
That's all of it?
it fits me and my dog. Yeah, I mean, I would show you around, but it's gonna mess up the whole
No, I'm
camera
just
angle,
kidding.
so I won't do that. Um, and then I was able to buy my own car, which was a blessing, huge blessing. And so yeah, and my job, I love my job. It's hard without family. I will be honest, it's super hard without family. I won't lie about that. It's incredibly hard. But I'm here right now, and I know that as long as I'm here, God has me here for a reason. And part of the reason is, yes, I figured out and I found myself to be enjoying the music scene and writing songs, and I really enjoy it. And things like this, if I lived over there, I don't think, eventually, maybe this would have never happened. This whole podcast, and so I
Probably not.
just probably not. And so it's been blessing. Hard times, yes. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie, hard times, yes, but blessings all around.
that's
Um,
good. That's good. So
yeah.
I mean, so we know what I'm doing currently. I'm school is I just started, so I'm doing that. What about you? Like anything new? Has anything come up currently? Any?
Mm, are you being specific, or are we being
No, anything, anything,
okay? Okay.
anything, anything at all.
Um, no, I mean nothing's really necessarily came up.
Mm.
You look at me like that. You're
Oh,
like,
just
you're like, sure, but spit it out.
no, I'm just
I'm just
yeah.
kidding. No, no, nothing really needs to come up. This whole podcast, that thing. I mean, if we're talking about love interest, are we talking about love interest at all?
I don't know. I mean,
Okay, well,
is that
no,
what
I
you're
mean,
thinking?
I don't know. That's what I thought you were thinking, but so obviously I was
Nah, I'm
thinking.
just saying. You're just saying.
Obviously, maybe I was thinking it
Apparently,
too. But I mean, there's no definitive love that I necessarily have. But there's this one girl that I kind of just started talking to, or you know, an old spark. I would just say it
mm,
like that. But I really like this girl,
an old
and
flame.
an old flame,
Mm,
sure. And I'm trying to fan that flame.
okay, okay.
I'm trying to ask God to fan that flame. But yeah, no, that's we'll just leave it at that. She's a super sweet girl, and she's probably watching this maybe. So I don't know if she watched it up to this point. So that's
I don't
embarrassing.
know. I don't know if
But
she. I don't know if she remembers me, but I remember her my
oh
freshman year.
yeah,
So if you remember me, hi.
he's yeah.
That's cool though,
Um,
man.
so yeah, that's something new. It's just me and my dog up here. You guys have seen my dog on Instagram probably. Um, but yeah, that's basically it about me and myself and I.
Yeah,
Um,
same thing. Same
but
thing here,
yeah,
man.
so I want to jump back to that. So you were saying when I left, like I know that it was hard with everybody kind of dispersing, going their own ways. Like, how did that feel? Because I never really got to experience that because I was removed from that whole thing. But how was it being you being in this tight group with everybody? And then when I mean you said I left, it kind of everybody went that way. So like how did that feel? Like what
Yeah.
what what went on
So
through your mind? What do you think went on through their minds?
I don't honestly. I mean, man, this was like freshman year. So,
Hmm.
but when you left, I mean, I don't really know if I had any part to it also. Yeah,
Hmm.
us. But I mean, like as soon as you left, like it was just very like honestly, like, and I'm not saying like I don't like them at all, but I mean, I was also really close to them. But I mean, when you left, I
Hmm.
just kind of wanted to be like left alone. I really didn't want to hang out. Um, yeah, I mean, I honestly don't remember, if we continue hanging out. I mean, all I know is like everybody just started going their different ways.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I'm telling you, like when you left, it was kind of like it was hard. I mean, seeing everybody else disperse.
Hmm.
So, I mean, that was really a confusing time for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and from there, I met Dominic, which I mean, you know Dominic though, right? I mean, you met him,
No, Dominic.
or
Yeah. Yeah. Dominic. Yeah. Dominic.
but you have
Dominic.
you ever met him, or?
Yeah. 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 Of course I know
Oh
Dominic.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have in middle school, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, okay, okay.
I know Dominic. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's when I started talking to him,
Hmm.
and I got close to him, and that's when, not like I was telling you, you leaving, like that's like a half of me left also.
Hmm.
Meeting Dominic, he kind of helped fill in that.
That little void. I
Yeah,
mean, that's a safe word. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, so I'm thankful for him being there,
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean, I honestly really don't know what went on through everybody else's mind.
Hmm.
I don't know how they felt when you left.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just really sucked, not being as close as we all once were.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also when you would come down to visit, I know we would hang out with some of those people also.
Hmm.
It just felt different. It just didn't really feel the same. It kind of like it kind of felt like, oh, like I know you, like I know who you are, but like it's just weird, like we haven't talked for a good while, and
Yeah.
now, you know. So I mean, it
So
would feel weird
so
in those moments.
it would. Yeah. But do you think that weirdness would like fade away, or do you think it's just like
It's
it
just
has
like
to take a while to rebuild? What do you think?
I mean, if we were all to hang out now,
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I mean, it's like
We gotta try
they're
it out.
like, I mean, it's like they're like strangers now, to me. I
Hmm.
mean, I know that's like I don't
It's
like saying that.
heartbreaking to say. I
Yeah,
know
I
that.
don't
Yeah.
I don't like saying that, but like it's true. I didn't really. I'm telling you, from freshman year, like midways to
Mhm.
now, I don't know nothing about them. So yeah, I mean, of course, they'll be like talking to talking to a stranger, basically.
Yeah,
So
that's hard. It's really hard. And yeah, I mean that's a thought that comes to my head too. Like I wonder if everybody goes through this. I'm pretty sure they do. You know,
I mean,
like
hopefully, I mean, we could always bring them on and ask them. You know, I mean,
yeah,
I have nothing against
uh,
anybody. You know, I mean,
yeah, uh,
it just sucks that like how we all.
yeah,
Because I'm telling you, like at one point, like we were
close.
all close, hang out, spend the night
Yeah,
with each
see,
other,
yeah,
talk. You know,
see, and that's what I kind of wonder.
ex-
Like, I mean, maybe it wasn't all just, you know, you said you referred to me as like the glue and stuff. You know, maybe it was more of a, I don't know, everybody just kind of growing up, or do you think I had, I mean, something to
I
do
don't
with
know.
that?
I mean, I don't. It could be that, but I mean, like growing up, you mean like what do you mean by that?
Like everybody, like because you know you're in high school now, you're because
Yeah, I guess
that's
so.
not like everybody, you know, is mixed in with a whole bunch of different
Yeah,
things. And do you
it
think
could be that
that
too. Yeah,
that just played a part of it?
that
Like
would make sense. Yeah,
even if I was there, maybe that still would have happened. I don't know. I mean,
we don't know, man.
you never know. So yeah.
Could be many things. I don't know. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I think you are right. I mean, they did go with their different cliques and all, you know. So I mean, yeah,
Mm,
and then also, you know, that was freshman year. That was high school. That's new to everyone, you know.
yeah.
So yeah, it just sucked, you know, because I was really looking forward to experiencing high school with you.
Hmm.
And when I found out the news that you were leaving, that's when I was like,
Yeah. No, I get you.
but now, I
Yeah. No,
mean,
I get you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I really would like to know what their thoughts were
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
left.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
that'd be something in the future to do.
Yes. To bring somebody on here and be able to let them speak.
Yeah.
Speak your mind. Yeah, I'll tell them to like throw a bunch of questions at them. No, yeah, it'll be really fun and stuff. But
But
yeah,
yeah, so I
no.
mean, yeah, that's what happened
Um,
when you left, you know, that's how I felt.
mhm.
Um
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, because for me, you know, I like I said, I was kind of just removed from that whole group, and I really didn't get to, um, you know, I was just kind of removed from it. Like for you, you know, everything kind of just faded,
mhm,
right? But
mhm,
for me, I was just kind of like just kind of chopped off, and like not in a bad way. I mean, everybody still communicated, kind of, you know. But you and I, we stayed the closest out of all of them, and I mean, I don't know if that was just due to everybody doing their own thing and stuff, but I mean that did hurt. You know,
that
it kind of hurt.
yeah.
It hurt because you know um you know, thankfully that's why I kind of I love. I mean, I'm not gonna say I love social media, but that's the only kind of the only reason I stay on social media is that that's my only way of communicating with you guys. You know, other
Mhm.
than that, text messaging. You know, I mean, it really doesn't do much, but at least I can see what's going on in people's lives, and that's why I stick to social media.
Yeah,
Um,
and oh, just real quick, what I was gonna say was I don't know if I ever told you this, but
huh.
or I don't know if we ever talked about it, but you know, you saying how you were kind of sad how you leaving and the group we had, you know, weren't as close to you even after you left, you
Hmm.
know, which made you sad, right?
Yeah.
When you told me that, like, or because we would talk about it all the time,
Hmm.
and that would just get me like angry, you know. It's like, yo, like this is our best friend. I mean, back then,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I mean not now, but I'm saying back then, I
Yeah.
would get just angry. I'm like, man, like this is our best friend. You know, why aren't they attempting to talk to him? You know, it's like that
Hmm.
sucks. You know, I'm the only one, and it's just like it just hurts me. It's like, I mean, I don't know how you feel, you know, not having any contact with anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So I
mean,
mean, it's just
uh-huh.
sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only way to put it. It just kind of sucks. Um, Yeah, I mean, like I said, every once in a while, you get a text message here and there, and I mean that's all you can ask for really at that point. But
Yeah.
um, I mean, yeah, I missed everybody, but it's kind of hard to deal with. But yeah, I mean, it's life. Everybody grows up. Everybody, it's life. We're all doing life, but sometimes, um, there's people that stick closer together, and sometimes there's not. So
Yeah, I
um,
kind of learned that the hard way. You
he
know.
said, I kind of thought away. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I really thought like the people that I started high school with,
Oh, yeah.
I really thought I was gonna, you know, we were gonna be close
Hmm.
till the end, but no, that's not how it turned out.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but I mean, while you even though you left, you still
Hmm.
left. We still created a bunch of memories down here. I mean, we have
Yeah.
stories we could talk about
We'll
for
get into
hours,
that.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We're about let's see, 10. We got about 18 minutes. Timing till an hour. So is that what you got? Or
18
you?
minutes. I don't know. I'm not even timing.
Okay, I got this time just in case we go over. And that we'll stop it then. But yeah. So let's just jump into that real quick. Your favorite? I know it's kind of hard, but your most memorable memory.
While you were down
Grow.
here,
Yeah, we'll do that. I feel
all right,
special.
growing up with you. Okay.
Sure, I feel so special.
Hmm. um,
And I'll give mine afterwards.
I
Got
mean, there's so many, but I mean, if I would have to pick one, I would probably say when when we were actually okay. Well, I mean, it's not really like it's just something funny. This is like a funny moment, but
okay, go for it.
when me, you, and a couple of other of our friends, we were walking to I don't know where we were walking to,
Hmm.
um, but I don't know what we were doing. Oh, we went to the store. I think we went to the convenience store or something.
Hmm.
I don't know. I honestly don't remember what happened, but we. Okay. If I'm saying the story wrong, just let me know
Okay.
because I honestly,
Fabricated. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. Okay,
Yeah.
so we we found these dogs. Remember the dogs we found?
I remember that.
Found the dogs. We man, it took us a while to catch them because like
It
they kept
did.
going under the cars or
Yeah.
what dogs were they?
Yeah. So these were just to the people who are listening. Yeah, they were stray dogs. Oh, not stray dogs. They were just lost dogs.
Yeah, they were lost. They were lost. There was somebody's
They're
dogs that
there's somebody's dog, but they were just kind of all like three of them. Are correct?
dude.
Or two or three?
There were some mutts. I don't know.
Okay, there's like two or three of them. I think there's three, but they were
Yeah.
just roaming the streets of well, let's say El Paso. We can always bleep that out if that's not something we can say. I see
Um.
why not. I mean, I live up here, so no one's gonna. I mean, Washington's a big state, and I gotta find me, and I hope not.
Whatever. Whatever.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, so they're just stray dogs roaming the streets.
Yeah.
And go ahead. I'll
Yeah.
get
So
you.
they were just dogs with collars on them, which had like the number.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we took us a while to catch them. We called the number. I don't know who called. I don't know if it was you or someone else, but one of you guys called them.
Mm,
And they took forever to get there. They took like a long time.
I remember that.
And it was funny because we were like expecting like we were expecting
A reward,
a
something,
reward.
something to be like,
So
wow, you saved my dogs.
yeah, yeah. And it
You
was
know,
funny because these people came
they're all mad.
and yeah, they were mad and like they snatched the dogs, put them in, and they gave us like what, like $4. We're like, dude, we wasted like 5 hours just waiting for you, and this is all we get.
No, maybe.
That was like
Oh, maybe they didn't have enough money, but I don't know. Yeah, I
four
get you.
dollars though. Come on.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, that was a pretty funny.
Uh,
Um,
moment. I remember
Yeah.
that. I
What
remember
about
that.
you? What's your
I remember that we stayed like you stayed. Okay, guys. So literally, yeah, Jonathan the whole time, like he didn't want the dog to run away, so the whole time he was under the car holding the dog like that under the car. Right? Remember right? Is that much on that right?
Mhm.
He was just under the car sitting there. Um, and we were with Ricky because we already mentioned Ricky. No, we mentioned Tony, but we were with Ricky and
Okay, yeah,
Miguel.
yeah.
We were with Ricky and
Oh,
Miguel. Um,
oh, Tony was there?
was Tony there? I don't. No, Tony wasn't there. I don't think
Uh,
Tony had never been in my other house. I don't think.
what?
Mm.
Yeah, because somebody threw a balloon at him, right? Wasn't that him?
That's Alex.
Oh,
Somebody threw a water balloon at Alex. That's awesome. All right, my memory. So, guys, check out this. So, we were, we used to walk around a lot. Like that's all we had to do. We had no cars. We couldn't.
yeah, we just walked.
But we used to walk just around the neighborhood, and just have a fun, good old time walking around. Walk to the convenience store, buy some snacks or whatever. And there was one time where we started walking, and we're just, we walked in circles. I guess I don't know where we were going, but twists here and there. And all of a sudden, we're like, um, "Shoot, we should go back home or whatever, right? Let's go back to the house." But we all looked at each other and we're like, "Well, how are we gonna get home?" Nobody knew the way home. We got lost in the mix of the neighborhood, and we're like,
Mm-hmm.
"Wow, what do we do?" My phone, my GPS was dead. My phone had died. I don't think
Yeah,
we're
that
with
was
Ricky with
crazy.
Ricky and Miguel. Nobody else had a phone that had their GPS working.
I didn't have a phone.
Um, you have a phone, yeah. What year was this? Oh, I can't guess the year,
I
but
I'm
we're
I'm guessing
maybe
eighth grade year
eighth grade year,
or
but
seventh grade year.
something like that. But anyway, so just a bunch of four guys, four boys, and and then all right. So I don't know who had the smart idea to do this. I think it might have been me, but we were like, all right, let's ask for directions. So we see this car pull up, the older lady, and we're like, hey, um, we're we're lost. We're lost and we need
Mm-hmm.
directions. And I started telling her where I lived, and she's like, oh yeah, I know. And us being kids, we're like, oh okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, get in the car. So we all jump in the car and we jump in her car, and this random lady that we don't even know, we jump in her car
That was
and
scary, dude. That was like the most sketched out car. It was all dirty too. Like if other kids have already been there, it was weird, man.
and we all jump in. And we were just riding. We had our little scooters with us. We didn't have any bikes.
Oh
We had
yeah.
scooters, and we folded up our scooters, put them in the car, and then we drove and um, I mean, we got home safe and everything, and all was fine with that. But it was just crazy to think we could jump in this random lady's car.
Dude,
Um,
I was
and
scared. Like I even knew it was wrong,
she could have
getting
easily
in.
locked the doors and took us somewhere that you know
You could have been dead, man.
it could have been dead. But mm,
That was the scariest.
that was one of my favorite
I thought you were
memories.
gonna I thought you were gonna go with I thought you were gonna start talking about when we were walking and it was dark and
Mm,
like your GPS was giving you wrong directions and we were like, we were so far or something. You
yeah,
remember
yeah,
that?
yeah. Go. Tell it. What was
No,
happening?
no, that was it. It was just like it
Oh
was
yeah.
it was really, really dark.
Oh, was it?
And like yeah, it was really dark and we couldn't
Uh huh.
find our way back home.
Yes, we were.
Bro, it's crazy to think like how we ended up finding your house at the
I
end.
know. I
I don't know
know.
how, but
I don't know, but it was fun. Those were good times, and
those are some good times.
those are good times. But there's
I mean,
many
there's
more
there's
coming
yeah,
up.
there's many more. There's like so much more
Yeah,
that we could get into, but
yeah. There's so much more. Yeah. So we got about 10 minutes left, you guys. But I'll ask you another question, Jonathan.
go for it.
And that's just getting in my mind, but um, jumping off topic and everything. But how was your high school experience? Like, I know
My
you
high school
said that.
experience.
I know you said that. You went through things with me leaving and all that, but and eventually you met Brianna. Like, but overall, and go a little bit in depth too. Like, what were some highlights versus what were some hard times and your just overall experience in high school?
I don't honestly. I mean, I hate school.
Hmm.
I just always hated it. So I mean, I really didn't. be a part of like that school spirit. You know, when we would do certain things, I really wouldn't really want to get into it. You know,
Hmm.
but I mean now, like now, kind of regret doing that because it's like I didn't have fun at all. You know, I mean, I could have made it fun for myself, but I just decided
Hmm.
not to.
Yeah.
So I mean, I really, I mean, it was like whatever. You know, high school was like whatever. You left. Well, I got close to Dominic, and it was just that. You know, wake up, go to school, hang out with Dominic at lunchtime,
Yeah.
go back home,
So kind of
or
just
go back to
going.
school, or class. I'm sorry,
Uh-huh.
lunch with him, class, go home. That's it. That was every day. That's how. That's pretty much how it went.
Until you ended up meeting Brianna, right? And then,
Yeah. Well,
or
yeah. I mean, yeah. That
oh, okay,
too.
even in that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That too. But I'm just saying, like, just the whole high school experience. You know,
Hmm.
I really didn't have much. But the good, well, not good thing, but I mean, like, I did. There was some funny stuff that happened with Dominic.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say now, but I mean, when Dominic comes on, because I mean, if you want, we could have him come on the next episode
It could,
or
yeah.
like our next podcast.
It could, yeah.
But man, some funny, crazy things happened with him,
Yeah.
which is like you're gonna be like, what?
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, just yeah, I really didn't have that much fun in high school. What about you though? What about you out
Me,
there?
yeah, I mean, I talked about it a little bit earlier. Um, but overall and in depth, we'll talk about that. That doesn't make any sense when I just said overall. Talk about your overall experience. Oh yeah, but get in depth. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if that makes
Yeah,
any sense,
sure.
but
Yeah.
sure, I'll wing it. Yeah, so it was tough. It was tough. I struggled a lot in certain subjects at math.
Really?
For some reason, geometry, I had to take it twice. I couldn't get it. I don't know why.
What?
Yes, I had to take geometry twice because I just couldn't understand the thing shapes. I guess I
I
don't
didn't
know.
graduate high school, so
Oh, it's okay. You don't gotta say that. I'm just
no.
kidding.
I'm just saying.
No, but
But that's
eventually
weird
you did.
because
You did
you always
eventually though.
seem. Hmm?
You eventually did.
No, yeah, eventually, but no, but that's
Okay.
weird though that you had to
Uh,
take it twice because I've always thought you were
the smart
well,
one.
I mean, I'm not saying you're now, but I'm saying like you've always been like that down here, haven't you? Like you've always had good grades.
Yeah, yeah, for the most part, yeah. But I mean, just that one, just math. I've always, well, just high school. I struggled with math, which was super sad because, like, that was something I really wanted to be good at.
Sad? You said sad?
That was sad, yeah, because
Oh,
I really wanted to be good at it, and I wasn't.
why?
I don't know, because like I just it was to me like math has always been like if you're able to do math, like in my mind, I'm like, dang, that's like wow, you're able to do math. I don't know. It's a weird feeling I have. No? Does that make any sense to you?
Nah.
No. Like when I see one of my friends, do math and stuff, I'm like, wow, like I have this dumbfounded face, like, like wow. But anyways, all right, you're making me look weird. Just kidding.
Your audio is.
Is robot again? Dang.
Wait, say something?
How about now?
Oh, nah.
Back to regular.
No, no, no. You sound robot still.
I do.
Yep.
Shoot. All right. Let's pause it, and then I'll jump into the best story again, and then we'll
Pause it
can we not pause it, but like let's
or stop
well
the recording and then do a new one.
oh yeah, can you stop the recording and then start recording again?
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to get leave out of here or no?
Yeah, and then
Oh,
I'll
you sound
tell a
good. You sound
story.
You sound good now.
Oh, it sound good now?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
sound good
weird.
now. Yeah, that's I
Okay,
don't know
so we'll
what's
just
going on.
cut out all that, I guess.
Yeah, we
Okay.
will.
Anyways, all right. So my high school experience was good. It was good for the most part. Everything was good. Met a lot of great people. You guys know where I grew up, where I came from, what schools I went to, um, and so yeah. Overall, it was a good experience. Like Jonathan said, I wasn't really. I was like you too. I wasn't really into the pep scene, and I kind of didn't like pep rallies all too much, just because I just like I kind of sat there, put on my earphones on, and I was like, "What to do
Really?
here?" Yeah, I
That's
was. I
crazy.
mean, but like you said, but during Hanks, it was weird because during Hanks, when I was around you guys, I was a lot different because I wanted to be around that. I would go to the football
Yeah,
games and stuff.
yeah. That's what
But
I was
when I
thinking
left,
too.
it just that all went away for some reason. I don't know. Um, But yeah. So where was I going with this? Um, yeah. Overall, it was a good experience. I do wish that I would have done some things a little differently,
Mhm.
like attending certain stuff or joining certain clubs. But it was a good experience, and I met a lot of great people. And advice I would give to, I guess, high schoolers or incoming freshmen would just be, be yourself. Be yourself and enjoy it. You're gonna meet a lot of great people, um, and sometimes things are gonna get hard. Things are gonna get tough, but remember that you're not alone. Um, there's people around you that love you and want to help you, and especially teachers. Teachers are there for a reason. Not all of them are just jerks, just wanting to teach who they want to teach or teach just what they want to teach, but they're there to help you, and they're there to they want you to learn. So yeah, if you understand that and you put in that effort, they'll help you through that. um, that just came to my mind, so I don't know, I want to share that. But you, Jonathan, do you have any advice for incoming freshmen, high schoolers?
For any incoming, I mean, if your best friend decides to leave, still make the best out of it.
There
Um,
you go.
I don't know. I don't really know, honestly. I mean, I hated high school. I hated the teachers, So I mean, when I hated, I'm not gonna say hated. I disliked some of the people there, staff, teachers. So I mean, it just depends on the person. I mean, of course, make the best out of it. Don't be boring. Like how I experienced it. Not being engaged into anything. So
Hmm.
try to be.
But now
Um,
you are engaged to be married.
oh wow, I
Good
like that. I
segue,
like
huh?
that. I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But anyways,
What
all
about you
right,
guys?
guys. All right, guys. We made it into 57 minutes, and we're heading up into an hour. But I hope you enjoyed this. And again, this is our first episode. This is our very first podcast, the podcast with no name. But we're gonna put out a poll, see if you guys can vote on it, and see what you guys come up with, or see what names you guys think would be cool for this. Like I said, we're gonna have multiple guests on here, and we're just gonna have just a whole bunch of fun, a lot of talking, a lot of sharing, and it's gonna be sweet. But anyways, Jonathan, any parting words?
Thank you guys for listening. I
All
really,
right,
really appreciate anybody out there that is taking time out of their day to listen to us. So thank you
amen.
guys, and we'll see you guys next time.
All right, podcast with no name. Peace out.
Bye.